Hey guys, welcome back to the first lecture where we'll actually be doing a bit of work. So, the very first thing before we actually start setting margins and zooms and scales and footers and all that kind of stuff is that we have to first learn about the different types of page views. Okay? Each view has a different function. Okay? The one you'll be using the most is the normal screen, which is what you see before you and what you've pretty much seen in every single lecture we've been in. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the what's called the page break preview screen. Now to get to that, you want to go to view. All right, now in the very first one, you get workbook views. You want to click on page break preview. Okay, now before we do that, I just want to make a point that as you can see from our screen, it's just endless paper. Okay, what we're trying to do is scale this so that it fits on A4 paper or whatever print paper we're going to do. Okay, now the page break preview is going to determine what part of your Excel spreadsheet is actually going to be included in your print. So as you can see from my one, the only part that's going to print is this one here. It's not going to include anything else. That's not going to be on your piece of paper, and neither is this. So here we're going to expand the area that we're going to print. Something like this, which we'll be getting into a bit later. But that's what it's for. Okay? So that's page break preview. Now the next view is going to be page layout. Okay? So the way to get to that is, again, view, workbook views, page layout, as you can see. Now, just an important point, and I've seen this a couple of times with Excel, it's a little bit of a bug. Depending on your computer, sometimes the screen will not refresh. So you could potentially be in normal view, and then when you press page break preview, nothing happens to the screen. Don't panic, this is normal. This is usually, I think, just your graphics card trying to update. Okay, so the exact reason, not completely important, but the way to fix it is just zoom in once and then zoom back out. Okay, like so. I'm just going to do it quickly. I haven't got the error, but just to show you what you have to do. And that's it. And what that'll do is it'll tell Excel to refresh the screen. Okay, so anyways, back to the page, what's it called? Page layout view. Now, as you can see, what Excel has done is laid out our information on the piece of paper. Now, this will give you a general idea of where your information is going to be. Clearly, it's not in the middle. Clearly, it's not on the right side. And clearly, it doesn't fit very well. What you'll also be able to tell is that it's in landscape view. Now, what does landscape mean? It means that the paper is turned on its side. Okay? So what we can do in this screen is set the scale so it fits right and we have the right type of zoom. We can set the margins on the sides, on the tops. We can apply headers and footers like page number, file name, prepared, the author of the file, okay? So among other things. So what we'll do now is let's go back to page, the normal page view. So let's go view, workbook views, normal, and that'll bring us back here. Okay, now one shortcut you can use is these three buttons at the bottom. Now it's the exact same layout. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you that this normal button, okay, is this first one, and then you got page layout, which is the second one, and then you got page break preview, which is the third one. Now you can probably tell over a little bit of time just from the images which one which is. Okay, now one last thing before I go. This doesn't always happen, but sometimes it does. When you have some margin set up, I'm just going to do one extreme case so you can see. You're going to see something like this. Give me a second. Okay, a line is going to come out like this, and you're going to try everything in the world to try and delete it. Well, you can't, because I've tried to do that. Now, what this line actually is is your print margin, as you can see here. Okay, now what Excel is doing is just giving you a rough guide and an overlay of that line to show you where their page break views are. It's not going to affect your analysis in any way. Okay, so you can still do work here. Doesn't matter. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to get rid of it. You just want to go File, Options, like so. Then you want to go Advanced. Now the trick for me to find it is you want to bring this thing to the very center, like so. And around the center you're going to see this option here, okay, which I have just lost. Oh, where is it? There it is. Display options for this workbook, case study, etc. You're going to see Show Page Breaks, and you want to untick that. Okay, so now that's done, we just press OK and it should disappear, like so. Alright guys, well that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.